In 1977, a radio telescope in Ohio picked up something from deep space. Something so precise, so powerful, so unlike anything ever recorded that the astronomer reviewing the data stopped mid-breath, circled it in red ink, and wrote one word in the margin. Wow, 72 seconds. That is how long it lasted. Then it was gone. No repeat, no explanation, no trace. Nobody knows what sent it. Here is something most people never think about. If an alien civilization wanted to contact us, they would not send a spaceship. They would use radio waves. Radio travels enormous distances, requires little energy, and can survive millions of years moving through the void without decaying. Scientists figured this out in the 1970s, so they built a telescope in Ohio called Big Ear, pointed it at the sky, and started listening. Most of what it caught was noise, cosmic static, the ordinary hiss of the universe, until the 15th of August, 1977. A few days after that date, astronomer Jerry Ehman sat down to review the latest printout, row after row of ordinary numbers. Then his eyes landed on one sequence, 6 ECOJ5. Each character represented signal strength. Background noise barely reached 1 or 2. This one hit 30. Ehman circled it in red and wrote a single word beside it. Wow. Now here is where it gets unsettling. The signal appeared at almost exactly 1,420 megahertz. Scientists call this the hydrogen line. Hydrogen is the most common element in the universe, the building block of everything that exists. Any civilization anywhere that has ever studied physics will discover this frequency. Researchers have long argued that if you wanted to create a universal beacon, one any intelligent species could recognize, this is the most logical frequency to use. And this signal was sitting right on top of it. It was also narrowband, focused on a razor-thin frequency range instead of scattered like natural noise. It was extraordinarily powerful, and its behavior as Earth rotated matched exactly what you would expect from something originating in deep space. The frequency, the intensity, the shape, the origin point, by almost every standard scientists had, it looked artificial. And then it stopped and never came back. Astronomers immediately pointed equipment at the same patch of sky. Nothing. They searched for months, then years, then decades. No repeat signal, ever. This is what makes the WOW signal different from every other unexplained mystery. It was not just strange. It matched almost perfectly what scientists predicted an alien transmission would look like, and then it vanished completely, as if someone flipped a switch. Why only once? Nobody has a clean answer. Some say it was a rotating beacon sweeping the galaxy like a lighthouse, and Earth passed through the beam for exactly 72 seconds. Others say it was instrument error or a natural source we have not identified. But every proposed explanation leaves at least one detail unaccounted for: the frequency, the intensity, the behavior. Something always does not fit. The Big Ear telescope does not exist anymore. The site was sold and demolished, gone. But that patch of sky is still there. For 72 seconds, something in the universe spoke. The only response humanity ever gave was a red pen circle and one word written in the margin of a paper printout. Wow. We have been listening ever since.